Hello all and welcome to Game of Barnes Plays Gran Turismo, and we are... Wait, Coen, where are we?
Brazil.
Brazil, that's the one.
Interlagos.
Interlagos, that's the one, in our 7th out of 8 races that we're going to do in the Formula 1 vehicles. So today, Coen's most likely going to kick my butt, but we're going to be doing our newest standard of qualifying.
Well, you got 2 in a row, Bonds. Don't
I
bring
did, but
yourself down.
today's not the same day. Today is a brand new day. Coen's probably had time to reflect on what he's done, and he's probably had chances to better himself. So I am going to... Oh, you've not practiced. I have a little bit, but not in this car and not on this track. I've been doing different parts of this game just to complete different sections. So I've done some training in vehicles. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, but not enough. Right, let's do the qualifying then. I'm going to start that now.
Cool.
Woo. Didn't realise when I come out the pause menu it carries on driving. You'd think I'd know that by now, the amount of times I've played this game. Yes, this would be fun for me to do. Cool. Qualifiers will last for 5 minutes. So this is going to be, from my point of view, I'm afraid, I'm not going to be able to do replays for the qualifying. So I apologise to the audience in advance for the horrendousness of this. Also, the timer shouldn't work whilst we're in the pit. It's taking us 20 seconds to get out of it. That's horrendous.
Yeah, and you're
23 seconds.
ahead of me.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the one time it'll happen. Also, we do have our limits set, so I believe I put it to times 6 for fuel and tyres depletion. So
okay.
That's what it's going to be able to pit a couple of times. Also, you want to make it fair, we need to pit at least once during every single race, so every single one had it tried and tested.
Which we will, because we are really terrible on fuel saving most of the time.
We are. Also, saying that, you do know this is qualifying, so you don't have to worry about fuel saving this time.
Oh yeah.
But we probably both will now that we remembered that during the actual race. So, yeah, I'm not as bad as I was just now. On one of the corners just now, I took my rear 2 tyres off the track, ended up doing a donut without trying to.
Yeah, don't want to do that.
That's my outlap. Oh, I hate this. This part I hate. I've been on this track before. I remember this now. We've both done this before with other people, and I hate that turning because no one ever brakes on time for that turning when you're racing against them. End up shunting you into the
I do,
into
by
the
the way.
buildings. You do. I do.
Right.
I brake when you're meant to, but to be fair, now it phases us through each other, so it's not so bad. But there was a couple of times where someone was too close for it to phase, and they end up smacking me and toe punting me into the into the abyss. So this is so much easier now that we can do it with just the people that we know won't be so bad, except me when I do a blue blur across you in Austria. Not that we're ever going to forget that moment, are we?
Nope.
There we are, that's fine. I can see you edging closer. Well. I can see you lost. I saw you edging closer, then I looked in my mirror again and you weren't there anymore. There was a shout.
Yep. Too greedy. Too greedy.
Too greedy. You went for it too far. You
don't know why I did it as well,
sun.
because if I would have made that, then I would have been really awkwardly close to you.
Oh, okay. Boom, there's my 123. That's probably going to be my best lap I'm ever going to do. Oh, that's a way too much cut off that corner. And you did 130. Oh, that's not bad considering you spun off. Only 7 seconds. You probably would have done better than me then, really, on that lap.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm already 0.2 seconds faster than my last lap, so that's promising. Maybe I'll get into the 122 area. We'll see. 1 minute remaining, so about 1.5 minutes remaining, so maybe better squeeze in a couple more laps of qualifying. That's fine. I don't like that corner around there. It's very much like you can't really go full out, but you can't really slow down too much. It's an awkward shaped corner. This is a nice track though.
It is. It
saying that,
flows. It's so good.
Yeah. We're saying that about that as well. Obviously with drop gear hopefully happening soon, I'm still putting pen to paper for a few of those ideas.
Yep.
Have you got a track in mind that you would like to do for like fast car laps? 21, love it.
Not
If not,
too sure,
I would say
actually.
this one's not a bad one to do. Ooh, not far behind me. 0.2 of a second difference.
And I'm done.
Less than
And
2
I'm
tenths.
done.
Oh, that's not good. Right, I'm starting off in first place for the first time ever, folks, I think. Wait, have I started off in first place before? I don't think I have. I think you've always snuck in with the fastest lap.
You might have done once, actually. Once or twice.
Once. I definitely didn't during Brands Hatch. I know that one. I was terrible on the qualifying, but then seemingly okay on the actual race. You just had a bad day. The one before it, Fuji, I again don't think I did a very good qualifying lap. But no, I did. I was very impressed with myself, and then you snuck in, I think, with 0.2 difference.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what that one was. To remember not to gun it too much coming around the corner. It is a rear-wheel drive car. Not going to get the fastest lap on this one, but the last one was fine with me. How have you got time remaining 1 minute?
So
Oh. I was just seeing time remaining 1 minute down the bottom, and I was like, I wonder why that is, because I swear it already timed out. That's how long it's going to tell us before it kicks us off the game altogether. So my best time was 1:21.197. And your best was 1.112 seconds slower. That's not bad. I'm fine with that.
nope.
So, any movies to discuss today? Or anything we can discuss today?
Ooh. Don't know.
Because I know I've been to see a couple of movies in the last week, because I've not been at work actually.
What do you
most
think
this
of the new Mary Poppins?
week. Not seen it, I'm afraid.
Have you not?
Nope, not seen that one. Never
Wanna see
actually
it?
was a fan of Mary Poppins in general, but then I think it's because it was who it was that Julie Andrews just really didn't like, I'm afraid. You saying that? Do I want to see it?
Yeah.
So I was a bit delayed there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this one because I don't mind the actress that's in it. That's all right.
I've given you space there.
Inside. You did. That's fine. I could see you coming in on the inside because I was checking my mirrors. So, oh.
Whoa, what was that, Barnes?
That was me taking the inside lane, and then you coming in to the side. Use your mirrors. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible. That was very well earned for your overtake there. You could definitely take that other turning a lot quicker, by the way. You don't have to brake as much. It's a slight bend. It's not as bad as they say it is. Just not as fast as I did, because what I did was mental. Why, have you seen the new Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Is it anything like the original?
It's trying to be.
Too much?
A little
Trying
bit
and
too
failing?
much here and there. Yeah.
Because I know that Dick Van Dyke is back in it, and he plays the part of the banker, the old geezer in it, which I suppose he would do considering he's getting on a bit now, sadly. But I'm not sure. I know that Lizzie's niece absolutely loved that movie. She's never seen the original Mary Poppins in her life, but she's seen the new one and won't like any other movie except that movie.
Oh, I see.
Which, you know, that's nice though, because it's a Disney movie, so it's for kids, and she's a kid.
Yep.
So
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
speaks to its right audience. It's obviously working.
I mean, less so with that one. Okay. You've seen some of the new Disney live action ones, haven't you?
Yes, I have. But I watched Aladdin there not long ago.
Yeah. Good movie or cash grab?
Cash grab. Definitely cash grab. I feel that maybe, because I know with certain movie titles, the reason why certain movies get pushed out occasionally is because I could swear I remember hearing somewhere that if they don't do it enough times, then they kind of lose the claim on it. Like if you don't use this title's idea within X amount of time, where like it goes back up for grabs, like it could be resold because it's not actually being dealt with, like it's being lost to time. If you sit on it for too long.
There are things like that, but I didn't think with movies that you could really do that to an extent. But I don't know. I'm not an expert on that whatsoever.
Me neither. I'm literally just saying what I got told once, but it might not even be true because of who told it to me. But it's fine. I've never actually looked it up since, to be fair. I've kind of took them at that word. I might look it up at some point. But I'm kind of wondering if that was it. If they just got too bored and just were like, well, let's do something else. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, do Hamlet again. Yeah, it's fine, do Hamlet again. And lo and behold, Lion King again.
I mean, I'm sort of looking at a lot of these movies, and they must have some sort of data there from okay, this movie came out then, these people are now this particular age. Yeah.
I think it kind of is.
How can we get the most amount of money out of it?
I actually expect, now you say it like that, I suppose it could kind of see it that way. Maybe it could be, oh, these people were that age when the movie first came out. Maybe they've now got kids.
Have kids. Yeah.
Yeah, and they obviously have the nostalgia kick of, oh, let's go watch Lion King. You kids are going to love it because I loved it when I was a kid. Yeah. But now they're doing it with new technology because why cartoons anymore? Why not just do that? My only problem as well with it is that obviously Lion King's been classed as live action. How? Yeah. It's computer generated. Live action to me is people.
Yeah.
People. And Lion King is not people. Very obvious reason.
Do they use motion capture to an extent? I don't know.
I don't know, unless they had multiple Andy Serkis on the stage, because he's the only guy that I know that actually walks like an animal and pulls it off. I'm really not sure. Because I can give Aladdin the thing, because Genie was human. Obviously, it's Will Smith.
Yeah.
And although there was the blue wispy smoke occasionally that there is with Aladdin, or with Genie, sorry, it is motion capture, and he's just in blue. But I just don't get Lion King. I'm not calling that live action, because it is 90% CG, if not 100%. Surely. I mean, I've not seen it, so I can't argue too much on it, but it really just feels, even from the adverts, it's just like 90% CG. Maybe they motion capture the faces. Maybe that's something.
Oh.
They've got to have the facial expressions. Facial expressions.
Yeah, maybe they've done that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But then, at least they did it better. If they did do that, they did it better than Cats. Because, God awful, I have nightmares from seeing Judi Dench in a fur coat. With a cat face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
no one wants to see
the woman's wearing a coat made out of fur. It's not her skin because it's loose. It's an extra coat. That means she has skinned a friend and is wearing someone else on her skin.
Let's think about that.
That's a real dark turn.
It becomes very Sweeney Todd suddenly.
It does. She has killed a fellow cat and is wearing it. That is... No.
It's like one of the Dalmatians suddenly going, but you know what? I'm going to make it perfect.
Yeah, that's it. One of the Dalmatians just turned into Cruella de Vil, and that's what we have in Judi Dench. No, I'm not a fan of that at all whatsoever, I'm afraid.
And suddenly it's 100 Dalmatians. That's how it starts.
No, it's the one Dalmatian. They took all the other ones away. They had to wait till they had spots, though. Because they don't have spots when they're babies. I know that much from the cartoons. Also, that's the other thing as well, though. So that happened even back then. We can't even say that's a new thing.
I've never told you that. You know the 101 Dalmatians, and they obviously did a live action one of that one as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did.
I actually know someone who provided one of the puppies for that movie.
Really?
Who used to be in my class back then. I mean, I was young. I was like 10. But yeah, basically, I seen that puppy. They had a puppy that was the right size and age and looks and everything, and yeah, was one of the 101. Although technically they had 300. What was that?
You went off the page, off the track, and I didn't compensate for that. So you came back on, and I hit you because I was right up your butt.
No, I wasn't fully off the track.
On my screen, you were. I'm afraid to say.
Well,
no, because the replay may not be the same, but on my screen, you definitely popped off at least 3 tires off the track. Okay. You almost drifted your vehicle. But anyway, you said about 101. They technically were 103 because of the.
No, they had loads of 200 something puppies.
Okay, fair enough. I suppose you can't have a puppy on set for too long; they might get a bit restless.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, though. That's a nice thing.
Corner. That is,
that you did that last turn as well, but that one a little bit worse. You did that one a little bit wider.
I made an attempt off a corner like 3 times there.
Yeah. Just want to point out, by the way, one of the sponsors for this track is called Understeer. Just pointing it out there. Yeah, not Oversteer. Oh, that's dirt. That was dirt. That was drifting. That was a lot of time lost. And have I lost Coen? No, you're still there. For me, I was terrible.
Okay. I was about to say, I actually had a half decent corner right there. Thank you very much.
No, I didn't. I cut way too much off again, and I was terrible. But it's fine. I got there. I've stuck with you this time as well, which is something for me. It's not overly great, but I did something. I was really tempted at some point to go full power and overtake you, but there's not really a lot of decent spaces to do that when you take all the racing lines. I'd have to overtake, not undertake.
Just send it.
Yeah, but I sent it earlier and then you went off the track, came back up on the track and smacked me on the nose.
Well, send it at the first corner. First corner you can do a brilliant switchback.
Well, you know what would also work is if you had curves, I could then at least enable mine.
If there's still the slipstream.
Well, yeah, I've got slipstream now, but I would rather have curves down that flat straight. That'd be the perfect place to use it. Where that pit exit is, that long straight is probably the best place to use curves. You went off, I went off further. I see what you did and I did it better.
I lost traction there. I had to really quickly correct there. I almost went around.
I went full Jeremy Clarkson. I went off the track. I went, I need to be back on the track, full power, and didn't work out because I just mostly spun. But it's fine.
I instantly released. Yeah, you lost more time there.
Yeah, I lost a bit more time there. That's fine.
Did you just actually follow me in with this?
Yeah, I pretty much followed you in there. I didn't follow you on that one though. I'm smart on that one. Also, you keep running over a cone. Leave the Coens, Coen. Cones? Coen. Nah. Whose name what now? Oh, you went on dirt again.
Consistency.
No.
My tires are beginning to give up. I can't do this corner full anymore.
Yeah, my tires aren't so bad at the moment, but I might get there if I keep doing things like that. the great thing about this one as well is I have a new way of editing this in comparison to the other videos.
Okay.
Obviously, Minecraft videos were basically more along the lines of as soon as one of us spoke, the camera was on us, because normally that's because we're doing something that requires talking about. This is mostly racing. Nothing really going on.
So the moment someone says, that's it.
That's when it's the camera. So what I normally do at the moment, because that doesn't happen too often. There could be 5 laps of us not doing anything, and then there'll be a lap of and one of us will be off the track. So rather than having it on one person all the time, especially when us two are many laps difference, for instance, or 30 seconds ahead of each other, rather than doing that, I just have a way of a minute of per person. So a minute of yours followed by a minute of mine. If during that time we overlap and I have a fail during one of your minutes, then I give you a minute back later on, if that makes sense. So I take that for myself and give you another one later. So it's just even spread across the board. So it always looks like, that happened on your lap, not my lap. Also your camera, not my camera. Unless it looks better on my camera, then if we're together and I can see your fail on mine, then I'll keep it on the same camera. But
no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a nice, easy way of doing it.
Absolutely. Just to go back onto the movies and live action and everything.
Yes.
So there's a new Mulan and movie coming out. I'm not 100% on that. There's also Little Mermaid live action.
Yes, there is.
Halle Berry.
It's not Halle Berry.
Apparently, whoever.
Her name looks a lot like Halle Berry when you say it.
And I can't remember fully, and doesn't really matter. Basically, there's a bit of controversy.
Because it's not a white woman with ginger hair.
Yeah, and I was really astounded.
That's stupid.
Is that the defining moment from a song? It's not realistic. We're talking about mermaids here. Let's be,
Yeah, because of course, mermaids being realistic and all that.
Yeah.
Plus that 6 tentacle squid.
She doesn't have red hair, and I really didn't think that the red hair was the defining point of the movie.
Yes, it was, Coen, because that's all the memes about. They were all about the fact that the red-haired woman couldn't sign away her soul because she didn't have a soul. Just got to think of the memes, Coen. Please, somebody think of the memes. I'm joking, by the way. I really don't care about the memes. But that's all I can think of. There is literally no reason for the woman being white with ginger hair. There is actually nothing. That never played in the story once. I can see Snow White being the same because it was literally Snow White because she had white skin, red lips, black hair.
In theory, in the fairy tales, fine, but it's not. It doesn't really define.
Yeah, it's definitely not a character defining characteristic. So I don't see a problem with it. I have no problems with that at all whatsoever. But yes, that whole thing with Halle Berry, by the way, I thought the same myself. The woman's name looks a lot like Halle Berry.
Yeah,
but it's not her.
I know.
It's like Haley, something like that. But it's still initials are HB, and it does look like Halle Berry, in the name, but it's definitely not.
Yep.
It's a weird thing. But I went into work one day. I was like, they got Halle Berry playing Ariel. They're like, wait, what? No, that's not right. It's like, no, yeah, I saw it on the news. I was like, no, you didn't. You read it wrong. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know it isn't, and I still say it. So.
You still say Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Well, I'm with you there. I still say Halle Berry. I mean, she'd whip up a storm.
But basically, there's a couple of movies where you can't really do it due to, clear location and everything, and where it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't do it everywhere. Like.
An obvious one is Mulan.
Mulan. There's a couple that's just from, we can't just suddenly make Pocahontas a, completely different.
Oh, that would be horrendous if they made that a white young American. That would be no. You could not do that to Pocahontas, ever. That's where whitewashing is incredibly bad. But to be fair, whitewashing is incredibly bad anywhere. You need to just keep them as they are.
But where some stories are slightly less,
Ow.
you can. Well, I was overtaking.
You swerved into my front. You did
No,
not leave
I'm
enough
pretty sure
space for overtaking. There was a clear room in front of me. You then pull back in. Anyway, what were we saying about movies?
No, I am Dutch, so like Max Verstappen and stuff.
Yes, I never, ever will agree with whitewashing in a movie.
No,
ever.
No, absolutely not.
It needs to be true to story, true to life, as best you can. I mean, obviously, yeah, mermaid.
Especially where it
not
sort
true
of
to life
comes
anyway,
historical
but
characters and everything. Definitely.
yes, definitely. But like you say, with Elsa and Anna, their location and all that,
it makes a bit more sense. Like if you have been to Scandinavia, it's you know.
yeah, it's the thing. It's what happens. That's exactly why they're there. That's what they are. I mean, that's the whole thing, though, isn't it? It's the whole to do with people where they were, the reason why they are where they are, and the color they are. It's because of the amount of sun exposure.
I mean, if you think about it, Little Mermaid actually makes more sense because it's probably like Caribbean.
It's probably tropical. Yeah, that's very true. So it would make more sense actually to be that. So if anything, the original Little Mermaid is factually incorrect.
But then you could solve Americans, but then it's mermaids, and doesn't really matter. And let's make them all green.
There's the whole. Well, because what was it? Her dad, was he literally Poseidon, if I remember correctly?
Yeah.
He was. So, yeah, is that Greek?
No,
god
King
at that
Triton,
point?
wasn't it?
Triton, that's it.
Yeah,
so he had. He had the staff of Poseidon, but he wasn't Poseidon. I was going to say, because otherwise, if they're going off the mythology, then yes, he was always written down as a white dude. But it doesn't matter then. If it's not him, if it's just Disney's take on his name.
Again, still, it's a myth. So, you know.
But yeah, it's a myth anyway.
It's
so
not real.
Yeah. What, you mean gods aren't real? What? No, of course they're real, because Kratos had to kill them. No?
Sorry, I had to pay attention for a second of what I was going to do.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You did maths.
Yes. How's that going for me? Not great.
Not great. How's it going for me? A little bit better. Why'd you leave it to 100?
I don't know.
Why? You did not need 100. We have less than 10 laps remaining. We actually have 8 laps remaining. If anything, I went over as well because I had 10.2 laps worth of petrol, but didn't need it. Did you embrace my lack of maths? Did you have a problem?
No, but I sort of want to spend a bit more on full fuel as well.
Fair enough. See, I am doing that. That's why I gave myself 10 laps of petrol rather than 8. But I was going to save them till the last 2 so I could go full out. And for any time that I may screw up, so I then go full power. I'd like it if it be a different button, by the way, as well. I really don't like the fact that the analog stick for steering and the directional buttons for changing fuel mapping are on the same side. It'd be so much better if it was on the right hand side, that I could then change it. But then I suppose if you did that, then you wouldn't have reverse on the right hand side. You'd have to worry about having it on the left hand side, which you can't do while steering. But then why is reverse not on brake? Why is every other game the left trigger is reverse and brake, or brake followed by reverse?
Yeah. If you sometimes have to double tap it, but yeah.
Yeah, on this one it's not. It's square. I mean, yeah, that's the old days. Square always was reverse back in the day of X being drive, but no. It needs to be brake followed by reverse as soon as you've come to a full stop. It's Gran Theft Auto rules, and every other racing game that followed, or came before it. anything when it came to triggers, it was always brake followed by reverse.
Yeah.
At the same time. I mean, how could they have got on with that previously when they had no triggers? I don't know, how did they get on previously? I really want to know now. When Gran Turismo
Just
was X and square.
Press X really hard.
Yeah, press X really hard when it came to...
Because that definitely made a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, the harder you press it, the faster you went. Do you not know that? It's like if you steer your controller at the same time, even though there's no motion control.
What are you doing there?
I'm going for a scenic route, it's fine. Yeah, even if you twist your controller with you or make it jump, like you used to do when you do Mario Kart, then it would make the character jump faster and further.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No?
That and definitely move your controller while you jump as well, by the way.
Yes, exactly it. You know, risk taking the console out of the cubby hole that it was in because the lead was too short. But you need to do that to make sure that jump actually worked.
Move your tongue from side to side as well while racing, by the way. That is a thing.
I still do that, by the way. Also, I have a little bit of a...
It's so funny. For the ages, I could not remember. It's really embarrassing, actually. I could not remember why my friends could beat me at a basketball game on the old PlayStation. Up to the point where I would sort of move my tongue before I make a shot, which way I was going.
Really?
Oh.
You had to tell we're playing a shot. That's awesome. That's hilarious.
So, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, I do have a lot of tongue movements when I'm playing games. That and feet. Every time I go around a corner that I know is going to be too tight, for instance, I will actually tighten my legs like I'm ready for a crash. I actually force myself for an impact. That never happens.
I have if I miss my brake points and I am going to, I start braking with my feet as well.
Do you? Yeah, but you have more reason for that. You actually own a racing wheel and brake pedals. So I can kind of almost understand yours. Plus, you're a driver.
But I don't have.
I'm not. I just brace for impact. Yeah, but then again, you are a driver. You do have a car in real life. So instinct is to brake with your feet. Whereas I'm not. So I just brace for impact. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to die now. Which actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, tensing is the worst thing you can do in an accident. Because that's what actually causes more damage.
This is actually why drunk people, if they get into accidents, tend to be sort of mostly alright.
That's it, because they actually don't have the brain capacity to tense themselves up. They just go limp.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. So, there you go, kids. Be drunk, you get injured less.
Actually, kids, because they tend to not really anticipate it as well, they tend to be... Plus, they're still flexible at those ages, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It's when you get to normal ages like us, when, you know, even getting out of bed, you can crink your back.
Oh, yeah. I stepped out of the car and completely did my back in. It was I could not move for ages.
Yeah, no, I put my bag on my back earlier to leave Lizzie's house and twisted my wrist. And my wrist now currently hurts. My left wrist, actually, to move it in any way, shape or form at all.
It's really starts to show now, by the way. Just want to...
Hey, I've only got a couple more months to me, and then I'm in the 3s. It'll be great. By the way, I'm going to lose this one.
Really? What makes you say that?
What's the 9-second difference between us right now? And the fact that you're probably going full power and I can't because I didn't do full petrol. I really want my KERS to work. Coen, you need to sort out your KERS before the next race.
I only spent an extra 4 seconds in the pit, but I'm now able to go so much faster.
Yeah, I know. But still, even though this will mean it for me, this will mean I will never come back from this race if you win this. We're still going to do the last race.
Oh, yeah.
But for the last race, you will need to map your KERS key. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really want to use it for at least one race with you.
I'm pretty sure I already got it mapped.
No, it's never mapped by default unless you map it yourself.
No, I think I mapped it last time.
What did you map it to?
I got it R3, I think.
Possibly, because that's the same as mine. Mine is R3. Why don't you slow down? Come behind me. Find out.
Yeah, it's mapped. It
It's
doesn't
mapped.
work at the moment, but it's mapped.
Oh,
We could have used it.
I can use it now. I'm going to use it now.
No.
Damn it! Why can't I use it now? I'm behind you by 12 seconds.
I think you have to be within a second, don't you?
No, you can use. This is not actual curse. This is just called overtake. I believe, probably for copyright reasons, you probably can't use the actual wording, and it can be used anytime, as long as you're holding
To
down
be
the
honest,
trigger.
they call it the overtake button in Formula 1 as well.
Oh, do they?
And
but yeah,
they
you can
also
activate it
don't
whenever
really
you want.
have curse. I mean, they got, but yeah.
But yeah, this can be used whenever you want, as long as you're not in front in first place. You can use it whenever. I so could have used it on some of those straights where I could have overtaken you properly. Damn it. Right, we're using it in the next one. That's official. We are using it in the next one. When will that happen? You will find out. Well, actually, that'll happen next week, because that's what we've been doing so far, putting up videos once a week. Oh god, I'm so terrible on this. 1:22:02. That's the fastest lap. Also, I haven't done my fact check of the day either for this one. Need to do that in a minute.
let's do that.
No, let's not do that now because my laptop's asleep and I have to power it on and log in first. So I'm not doing that whilst racing, especially when I'm already 13 seconds behind now.
Yeah, it's so close at this point.
Shut up. It'd have been closer if we had the same amount of petrol and power. But you've got.
We had that at the beginning.
Yes, but at the beginning I was just a terrible driver.
Yeah,
and so were
because
you.
I was so good. So I think we were actually quite equal most of the race, right up to the point where I made a tactical call.
And I went off the track by a lot at one point when I was in front of you.
Yeah, to be honest, I missed that first corner once completely as well. So I think, to be honest, yeah, you do lose a lot more time on that last corner.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm fine with this now. I'm used to it. I've won a couple of races, and I knew I was going to win Brands Hatch.
On the ones that you, yeah,
it was.
Fuji
they were
was
my races.
Always a bit of an unknown, but I had a feeling that you might beat me on that one.
And I did. It just wasn't your day that day, and I should have capitalised on it. I should have done these races that night, but we didn't because it was late, and we had to do something called sleep, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So, you know.
To be honest, I do like this track, and yeah.
Well, will this be your drop gear track?
No.
No. Well, that's your decision. You're the guy that's going to be running those races, so you're going to have to record it from your perspective. So you have to let me know. Yes, I'm going to make you do some more recording again, Coen. It's not always from my perspective anymore. You've got to do something. But then again, like I say, it's one of those things where all you've got to do is let it run. Don't record it. You don't have to do any audio. You do the race. You do a decent lap, a lap that you know you like. I've spun out. That's me definitely gone forever now. God.
Oh, what are you doing there?
I told you I just spun out.
Yeah, but
I literally just went off the back and my car did a 180 and I faced the other way and had to reverse to get back on the road. Actually, square. Oh, dear.
Wow.
It's fine. It's okay.
Is it
I didn't want to win anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Maybe I'll kick your ass on the next one. We'll see. 11 seconds worse than my best lap. That's horrendous.
Which one is the next one, actually? Which track?
We haven't said yet.
Oh,
we haven't said.
Sorry, I just remembered which one it is. Yeah.
And we haven't said for obvious reasons. Actually, we've talked about the track, but never have we mentioned that we're going to do it.
That's actually probably a track apart from one part where Curse is actually not that effective most of the lap.
Curse will not be effective at all until the very end. Pretty much. Well, like it's here, to be fair. I mean, at the very end, it's probably the best time to use Curse. It's a slight bend, but you probably could still get away with being able to overtake before the finish line. Now, I'm not sure about Brands Hatch with that wide sweeping bend, it's not actually that far before the finish line, so probably couldn't use it there. Austria, you could definitely use curves in Austria. They had some proper straights on there.
There we go.
Yeah, shut up.
We're done. It's over.
Yeah, shut up. We're still doing one more. We're still doing the next race anyway, because I want to do the next race.
Absolutely.
We didn't ever plan this anyway. We never knew that what we were going to do for points. Shut up, I know I've only got 0.5 laps remaining. I don't need to use it because I'm across the line anyway now. Fine. It's fine. And your best lap was 1:02.202, I believe.
Nope.
You did better than that, did you? I didn't even notice.
Last lap, I went for it.
Okay, and what did you get?
119 dot something.
That doesn't help, Coen.
I know.
Save your recording, rewind it. Tell me what you got.
Race results. 119.576.
119. 1 second. 1.19. And that's the wrong space.
57.
Sorry, 1 second. 1.19.576.
76.
Awesome. Do you want to know how far away you were from the best one?
Go for it. Yeah.
The best was 1 minute 10 seconds .540.
Oh, cool.
Would you like to know who set that best record on this track?
I don't know. Felipe Massa?
No, none other than Bottas. Bottas is the fastest racer on this track.
He is actually, I should have known,
So,
actually.
there we are. That leaves it at 3 points for Coen on that one, 1 point for me on that one, and that leaves it to 17-11. Oh, that's it.
For anyone
I'm never going to win.
Sort of keeping tally of from, maybe it would have been closer if we did points for the fast lap. No, it would have been over way before that.
It would have been over by the second one. At no point did I have a faster lap than you, ever, in the whole thing.
Not even Fuji?
No, you actually had the fastest lap, but I was just faster than you in general.
Yeah, I
Brands
always
Hatch,
managed to
I may have had a faster lap than you at the end, but I never saved the recording for it, for my actual race, so I never know.
So we will never know.
No, so it'll always go down in history.
I had that one as well.
No, let's not say that. Let's just say we'll never know. That's it. We'll never know.
No, we're averaging it of who had fast lap, and we'll just say that
Fine.
all the other averages are me.
Fine, we'll leave it at that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Last race is next week, and after that we carry on with Coen's version, which will be the American Muscle. Until next time, guys. Tatty bye.
Tatty bye.